So, Saturn feels good in the Capricorn sign, as he rules there. So, the transit through his own sign is considered to be very beneficial, even lucky. Astrology describes this as a powerful position. If somebody has Saturn in Capricorn in the natal chart, it gives to a man education, seriousness, political talents, responsibility, objectivity, and some sort of interest in social questions. On the lower level, it represents a man who suffers of hard work or in some other way he feels miserably, without feeling perhaps, or he has no mercy. On a higher level, also it represents a solitary person, one who step by step creates life or social structures. He does that without sentiments. He studies a lot also, or even devotes his life to science. He's often interested in history and often teaches others on the basis of his experiences. This position also can give lawyers or people interested in the court. In Indian tradition, Saturn is the planet of karma. We actually find the same understanding of Saturn's energy in European mythology. In the ancient times, he was described as a son who had overthrown his father, Uranus, and was living in a fear that the destiny would repeat and that he would experience the same thing. And the destiny repeated. Saturn was overthrown by his son Zeus. So all the sayings such as no pain, no gain, as you sow, so shall you reap, business before pleasure, and many others of this type are sayings connected to the archetype of Saturn. When people say such things, they insist or see the harder side of the life and their Saturnian types, even though they might not be aware of it. As we know, God created man in his own image, and God didn't work. He created. Even he created through his word. On the other side, Jupiterian or solar types of people do not like to work. These are people actually with many planets in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They perhaps create, or they feel that they co-create with God, but they don't work. So think about that. Which type rules in the Western countries of our time? And this, what they do, influences everybody else. In the majority of Western societies, the biggest sin is not to work. It has been created the cult of work, or to say labor. People spend all days on their jobs and are even proud of that. Of course, often they work for somebody else. Negative side of Saturn is tyrannic person. He even tyrannized with the hard work. If Jupiter would rule, we would cultivate, we would have the cult of knowledge and the highest intellectual and spiritual knowledge. The science and education would flourish. We would encourage people to believe with the higher inspiration and by the desire to discover universal or divine laws. And their aim would not be money and pure greed, as it is now. Material needs would only be the base for the higher aims. So, does Saturn or Jupiter rules in so-called civilized societies on the Western world? Try to guess.